It's time for Normalville. It's time for Normalville. It's time for Normalville. Gonna get a little crazy like you know we will. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 9 of the Abnormal Hour. I am your host, Alex Rennie, with my partner,
Frank Gillibrand. Howdy-ho, neighbor.
Heidi Ho, baby. We're glad to have you here on today's show. One show away from number 10, the double digits, man. Hopefully we'll have something special for you, really special in the next episode.
We'll call that like a Deca show. You know, the deck part of
Deca.
decade. Yeah.
The X.
Yeah.
About Roman numerals.
That's right. It's like the Super Bowl. We'll have show number 10.
Show X. Anyway, on to our first part, and that is the recap of last week's cartoons.
Woo.
Hey guys, this was actually a whiteboard from 2 weeks ago. We have two for you, two recaps, but this one was the Mean Girls with the hazmat suit, because we were talking about, going back to school. We were saying how you could have Mean Girls with the stylish hazmat and then the girl with the old kind of dopey ones that you always see. So
Yeah,
this was, what was that?
Things never change, just different setting. But yep, teenagers are teenagers.
Teenagers are teenagers. That's what my wife said. She's like, Mean Girls are mean girls, man. That's what they do. So here was the final for that one. Which is definitely have the stylish spacesuits and the dumpy hazmat. Karen,
like
please tell me sorry, Frank, it's twice I've interrupted you. What was that?
I like the oxygen tank. That's
well, these guys have their aqua ones, right? Look like scuba tanks almost. So Karen, please tell me you're going for the retro look. Otherwise, I'm not sure we can be seen with you. So there you go. Back to school. And then whiteboard number 2, which was from last week, was Jamaican Darth Vader. So here was
that is just begging to be a movie.
So here's where we started, and then the finished version is this, which is awesome.
Initially, we had like the dreadlocks coming out of Darth Vader, but that didn't really coincide with the quote or the line.
So this was straight from the movie, right? When he says, Luke, I am your father, they're in this like rocket launch pod thing, right? And this thing, I think, got sawn off by the lightsabers. So this is a straight from the movie scene right here. Luke's arm is chopped off. He's hanging for dear life. So, yeah. Luke, I am your father, man. Come with me to the dark side. And then we decided the punchline would be Lucas originally wanted Bob Marley, but they settled on James Earl Jones, which actually happened in the movie. The guy in the Darth Vader suit had said all his normal lines, and then they came in and they used James Earl Jones because he just sounds so badass. So,
I mean, yeah, there wasn't Bob Marley in the original movie.
No.
Would have been so cool.
Which would have been really funny.
That would have changed history. That would, yeah. How could you not go with Bob Marley?
Look, man, the dark side, it be Irie. So there we go.
Okay, welcome back, folks. We're going to go to our next segment of the show on our news break. Okay, Alex, what's your news story for today?
Okay, so this happened on August 20th. A British inventor who set out to create a more environmentally friendly ice cream truck actually broke a Guinness World Record when the food dispensing vehicle was declared the world's fastest. Guinness said Ed China broke the record for the world's fastest ice cream truck when he took it to a top speed of 73.92 miles per hour in an airfield in Yorkshire, England. China said he is hoping to make his conversion kit publicly available in the near future to allow ice cream trucks to continue their work without polluting the air. Interesting side note, China has previously set 6 Guinness World Records for vehicle speeds, one of which you can actually look at this on YouTube. I looked it up. I found this more interesting than the ice cream truck, was a 2006 record for the world's fastest office, achieving a speed of 87 miles per hour. If you go to Ed China, EDD is how he spells his first name, Ed China fastest office, he made a desk with chairs for guests, and he uses his keyboard as a steering wheel, and he drives around in a desk in a suit just to get people looking at him. It's the craziest thing. And he said his next goal is to break the world record for the fastest motorized shopping cart, which currently stands at 70 miles per hour. So
You could get a lot of grocery shopping done. It's just have an arm that goes out and boom.
right.
That's normally what you do in the cereal aisle, right?
I think it's great this guy holds 7 current world records, because he had 6 prior to this one. So Frank, what news story do you have for us today?
Okay, today we have a doctor stripped of his license for amputating a toe on the front porch.
Oh my
Can you imagine?
gosh. Holy cow.
So a Missouri doctor has had his medical license revoked after he amputated a patient's toe due to gangrene. Why does this kind of stuff always happen in Missouri? That's what I want to know.
It's a COVID thing. You can't make house calls anymore. They have to come to him.
Yeah, I mean, he got suspended. I mean, the problem was that he did it on the front porch of his machine shed.
Oh, jeez.
So the Missouri State Board of Registration for the Healing Arts, he was a member of the Healing Arts, has suspended the 73-year-old Deepwater physician. When reached for a comment, the 73-year-old Yuri said, "This is a travesty of justice. I did the amputation for a friend who didn't like hospitals, and it was perfectly sterile in the bright sunshine and the fresh air." But he can reapply for instatement in 2 years.
He did it for his friend who doesn't like the doctor's office. Wow.
You probably just showed up. "Hey, I got gangrene. Oh, come over here.
Let's take that sucker off right now. Wow.
Yeah. Give him a shot of whiskey. Yeah,
Right.
ties.
Pour it right on that toe real
Yeah.
quick and just.
One for you, one for me.
Oh man.
They each take a shot, and then they get the thing done.
Crazy.
And then they play some cards, have some watermelon, everything's good.
I love how you said, "Why does this kind of stuff always happen in Missouri?" I'm with you, man.
Yeah, you could say this is the 4th time this month.
So it's called misery for a reason. So
Missouri.
Well, thank you, my friend. That was interesting news stories today, for sure. Which now takes us to our second segment of the day, our expert advice with our resident expert, Frank Hildebrandt.
And now, expert advice from the expert.
Welcome to today's expert advice. You can see I'm in the kitchen. You can see I'm holding an ice cube tray. Today's expert advice is how to fill an ice cube tray. Stay with me now. So, the old style, turn on the water, sloppy, messy, takes a long time. Garbage. Turn the tray like this. Under the tap. Start at the top. Let the water run. Fills each little cubicle as you go. As soon as you get to the bottom one, shut it off. Look, everything's level. Throw it in the freezer. Bob's your uncle. You got ice. Like it.
Thank you, Frank, for that expert advice on how to fill my ice tray. I will definitely keep that in mind next time. Appreciate that. You are truly an expert among experts, my friend.
There is no end.
So now, all of this leads us to our very first whiteboard of the day. Hey everyone, welcome to whiteboard number 1.
Hello, whiteboard number 1.
We're going to go off of, tell them what we're going off of, Frank.
Well, we're going to try and brainstorm something, but let's use the news story of the amputator. And it's so funny because he's done this in his machine shed porch. So he, what if he is a doctor, sort of, but also works on lawnmowers? And
oh, I got an idea. Okay, what if you see a van? And the van, on the side of the van is what this guy does, right? He does these different things. So and it's like Joe's, we could say roofing and minor surgeries or something like that. I don't know. And then he, when he's at a house but there's no roofing going on, he's just in there, right? Even do what would that be, midwives?
that doesn't go along with amputation though.
he can still do it. He's a doctor. So, I think that's funny, man. We just do like the bullet points on this side, you call, boom. It's just his van. His van is his whole, advertisement.
Everything going on there.
Going to the house. I freaking love it, man. I think this is funny.
Patient services. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll come up with on the back of his truck, but I like it so far.
I like it too. We'll find out. We'll nail down whatever he's going for, but that's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know. Our minds are a scary place.
Dude, this is why, so for our audience, this is why we do the news stories when we do, because hopefully it inspires us to do a cartoon or a whiteboard, which this was the perfect case. Doctor, come on in, Bob, we'll take that toe right off.
On his doctor's bag, let's have a hacksaw or a wood saw coming out of there.
Absolutely. Right on.
Yeah.
That was whiteboard number 1.
Woo.
Frank, do we have any sponsors today?
No.
All right. Moving on.
Okay, then.
Today's joke of the day with our co-host, Frank Hildebrandt. Frank, what is today's joke of the day?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Control freak.
Control freak who?
Okay, now is the time when you say control freak who, and I'll let you know if you say it well. And okay, go ahead, say it.
You do know I said that exact knock knock joke like 5 or 6 episodes ago, right?
No, control freak?
Yeah, dude, I swear to God. Because
Oh,
mine
wow.
was, let's do this again. I swear, I used the same exact joke. I knew right where you were going with it. So, oddly enough, that is the second time we have used that same joke on our show. Because, Frank's a little bit older than I am. And he
Hey, come on now.
Oh, let's go there.
It's way funnier the second time. Just wait till we do it the third time. Then it's gonna really rock.
I do find out, like, what are the odds that, do you know what I mean? Like, there's how many thousands, millions of jokes out there, and within 9 episodes, it's the same joke twice.
That's verification that it's a good joke.
It is.
You picked it, I picked it. That's, we give it 2 thumbs up.
That's awesome, man. We were gonna cut this segment and do a whole new one, but we thought it was entertaining enough to just leave it as is. So wah, wah.
Yeah, life happens.
Life happens. And that will take us to whiteboard number 2.
Whiteboard.
We're back.
Okay, here we are at whiteboard number 2. And we had thought about before about evil count evil concerning the other story time that had the cow jumping over the moon. So rocket tied to the cow. So let's have the Daredevil cow with a cape, and he's going to jump the moon. And that's where we'll start. And I mean,
that
some
was
people
meant
would
to
think,
be.
hey, that's funny enough, but we never stop there. So we have evil.
Do you have a helmet on?
Oh yeah, for sure he has a helmet on. And he's a daredevil, so his chin strap is just dangling. He doesn't even buckle that up. So it could be flopping in the wind.
Because all of those nursery rhymes have backstories, or most of them do, right? So maybe this is the backstory.
The backstory behind Hickory Dickory Dock.
Yeah.
There, that's it. No. There. That's turned it from bronze into a very positive silver. I don't know. It's a tinge of gold in there, I think.
Yeah, maybe it just needs a little bit of tweaking, but I think this is the definite route to go with it, right?
Nope, I like it now. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Here we go, man.
There we go. Creative
Right on.
minds at work again. Yay! It works.
I like it. I mean, it started off as Evil Knievel, and we were pushing it too hard with that, and
That's right.
But I think this works really well.
It always works best when you just let it happen instead of trying to force it, right?
Yeah. So, because the visual is there. That is a great visual.
It is. It's awesome.
So
can't wait to see it, actually.
And
now, boys and girls, it's story time with Jason Statham.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Jason Statham, and I'm here to read to you today.
Hi, Jason.
How are you?
We're really good. I hope it's going to be a good story today.
It's a great story. It's one of my personal favorites.
Does
My
it
mom
have-
used to read it to me when I was your age.
Has it got like lots of action and, violence, maybe?
Oh, it's violent. It is very violent for sure.
Can't wait. Okay, go.
All right, here we go. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Wow, that's like violent. He's destroyed and he's not coming back. Woo.
He is not coming back from that one, kids, that's for sure.
He's like just a pile of scrambled eggs.
So I take it you like the violent stuff, eh?
Yep.
You ought to check out some of my movies. They're known for their violence.
You should do a movie about Humpty Dumpty. That'd be really good.
You know, I just might do that. So this leads us into our final segment of the day, which is Did You Know?
No. Did you know?
So Frank, what is today's Did You Know?
Okay, today's Did You Know? Let's talk about ice cream.
Ice cream!
Ice cream! Ice cream! It's been so hot lately. I mean, I'm sure everybody's been having ice cream. Let's talk about it. Ice cream goes back 4,000 years to China. Yeah. I mean, is anybody shocked? China had everything. They had spaghetti, they had ice cream.
Everything good comes from China.
That's right. You name it. And the Roman Emperor Nero ordered ice brought down from the mountaintops, and he served it topped with fruit. You have the words sherbet and sorbet actually come from the Persian Empire. Their term was sharbat.
Wow.
So it comes from 2,400 years ago.
That's really cool. Because I
Pretty
thought
cool.
sherbet was like just a new thing, right? But
Well, the Persians were on top of things
that's
2,400 years ago. The first ice cream parlor was in New York in 1776.
Oh,
Even that, wow, that's way back. It was called iced cream with a D
iced cream.
because the popular drink of the day was iced tea.
That makes
So
sense.
something everybody knew, familiar with. They called it iced cream. And then just over time become slang a little bit, just ice cream
Yeah.
was how that came about. They used a wooden bucket freezer with rotary paddles, and they infused salt to help keep the temperature down.
That would make
And,
sense because otherwise it'd be frozen solid, right? And you really can't eat that. So
Yeah.
keep that
So very cool.
creaminess going.
And then you fast forward to Eddie Murphy.
Ice cream! You got no ice cream! You got no ice cream! Who doesn't love Eddie Murphy?
That's right. You have Eddie Murphy, you have ice cream. They're kind of like same, right? Yeah.
How cool
So-
would it be if we had Eddie Murphy on the show?
To talk about ice cream.
That would be so
Because-
cool.
He's got to be the world's foremost expert on it.
Dude, we love Eddie Murphy. Eddie, if you're listening,
Hey, come on.
be a part of our show.
Yeah. You could be in for like episode 10. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Like, how cool that you had an ice cream story and we learned about the world's fastest ice cream truck earlier today. It's the ice cream episode, number 9.
That's the way things roll. That's how we go. You know.
That's awesome, man. Right on. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you guys for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
And now we're leaving. We gotta go. And now we're leaving. It's the end of our show. We had a good time. It's come to an end. We hope you had a good time. A good time, my friend. And now we're leaving. That's the end of our show. And now we're leaving. We gotta go.